Jean Piaget. The Piaget theory focuses on development and learning theories. Development focuses on the learner's capability, and the learning focuses on the realization of such capability, and the education within the theory is extrinsic. The behavior reflects the emergence of various psychological structures, organized units or patterns of thinking that influence on how children interpret the information. Piaget's theory of implication assumes that all children go through the same sequence of development, but they do so at different rates. So what are the Piaget 4 stages of cognitive development? 1. Sensory motor stage, birth 2 to 2 years. Pre-operational stage, age 2 to 7 years. Concrete operational stage, age 7 to 11. Formal operational stage, age 12 and up. Lev Vygotsky cognitive development theory postulates the social interaction is fundamental to cognitive development. Vygotsky theory is compromised on concepts such as culture-specific tools, language, and thought interdependence and the zone of proximal development. Vygotsky opposed the universality of stage of development as understood by Piaget and instead considered learning as relative. That is it. It depends on one social background. For Vygotsky, the environment of the child greatly contributes to how he or she thinks as well as what they are thinking about. Jerome Bruner was concerned with how knowledge is represented and organized through different modes of thinking or representation. In his research on the cognitive development of children, Jerome Bruner proposed 3 modes of representation: enactive representation or the action-based, iconic representation or the image-based, symbolic representation or the language-based. Being constructivist, Jerome Bruner believes that learners construct their own knowledge for themselves. He also suggests that with their current knowledge, learners through discovery learning can learn from themselves even without help from the teacher. Howard Gardner is a developmental psychologist best known for this theory of multiple intelligence. Howard Gardner's theory of the multiple intelligence proposes that people are not born with all of the intelligence they will ever have. To broaden this notion of intelligence, Gardner introduced 8 different types of intelligences consisting of linguistic, logical mathematical, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalist. Last is Robert J. Sternberg. The theory proposed by psychologist Robert J. Sternberg contends that there are 3 types of intelligence: practical, the ability to get along in the different contexts; creative, the ability to come up with new ideas; and the analytical, the ability to evaluate information and solve problems. In this theory, intelligence as characterized is the person's ability to achieve success in life based on personal standards and within the context of one social culture.